of L1 in mediation. Now, what does mediation mean in the socio-cultural theory? As a reminder to what we have discussed, mediation is extremely important under the socio-cultural theory to engage in any sort of learning. So the theory argues that human beings do not interact with their context or with their social settings directly, but they do that with the means of some mediational tools. There's something mediatory in between, and that mediation actually occurs through some sort of tools. What are those tools? Those tools are signs, symbols, artifacts. For instance, if you're learning, you're looking at words. If you're writing through with pens with some accepted means of mediation. So it's extremely important because these tools, although they might be psychological or physical, makes it possible for the human beings to learn from their contexts. So learning is mediated, and we make meaning or construct meaning through the use of these tools. And one of these tools, a primary tool among them, is language. So language is the one that somehow supports your memory. If you want to think something, you use language to think about something. Otherwise, your thoughts remain vague, your memories remain vague, and this is what somehow regulates the relationship or the functional relationship between thought and speech. So language facilitates learners to focus on the task, interpret or make meaning, organize what they want to say. It helps them to plan and articulate. Articulate would mean say what they want to say and actually present the knowledge structures. It also enables the learners to comprehend, to understand, to process the information and use the knowledge. So L1, that is the first language of the learners, is the only key tool that remains at the disposal of the learner while they are still struggling to learn their second language. They simply have no language unless and until they fall back on their first language while they are learning their second language. That means the first language of the learner is a key mediational or mediatory tool that the learners use. And that is why we have Anton and T. Camilla and several other researchers who argue that the use of L1 in the second language classrooms allows the learner to understand or grasp the task, make it more manageable, somehow bring it under their comprehension, bring it under control, and simplify the task of the second language by processing it or by telling them themselves or talking to themselves with the use of the first language.